Hello everyone, welcome to the session. In this session, we'll talk about the constants and environment variables in Go. So before we proceed with the programming, let's talk about what constants are. So in pure definition, constants are the variables whose value cannot change throughout the program or throughout the scope of the program. Now let's look into how we can declare a constant. So let's start with the syntax first. The syntax starts with the const keyword, then name of the constant equal to and then the value of the constant. Right now, let me declare a constant with name of, say, name equal to James. So I've declared one constant whose value is James now. Now the question must be coming to now, can I declare and initialize multiple constant in a single line in Go? Yes, I can do this. Now, just look into my screen of how I have done it. So I have declared two constants, name and age, and the values to them in a single line. So the values will be assigned in a sequence. So James will be assigned to name, 29 will be assigned to age. Now, the next question that comes to my mind out of curiosity is, can we just declare a constant in Go without initializing its value like this? Say, I'll say, okay, this is of type string. Can I do that? So the simple answer is no. So now let me programmatically explain you of what I have told the theory to you till now. So now let me start with package main. Now I'll say func. I want to write function main. I'll say fmp dot uh, println. I'll say println. And it will import an fmt package for me. Now I'll initialize a constant. The name of the constant is name equal to James. And now inside the program, I'll print the constant. Now let's run the program. It's say go run hello.go. You say James is printed. Now let me initialize two values within the constant. It says James 29. Now let me print the values. It's age. Now let's run the program one more time. You see it has printed James and 29, both of them. Now the third query was, can we declare a constant in Go without initializing its value? Now let's do it. Let me declare a constant here. It is of type string. Now in this program, let me try to assign a value to it. Will it work? No, because this is giving me an error. Let's try to run it. Now it says constant declaration cannot have type without expression, missing value in constant. Right now it says undefined name because there was an error in this line. So this was not compiled properly. Now in terms of constant, let me set it back. Now doing Control Z. Okay. Now, in terms of constants, there are two types of constant in Go. To one we called as type constant, the other one is the untyped constants. So type constants are the constants in which we declare the type while initializing the constant, and untyped constants are the constant where we do not declare the type. So this is an untyped constant because we are not declaring the type to these constants. Let me make it pretty simple for you. This is an untyped constant. So it is automatically determining, Go is automatically determining based on the value passed to it that it is a string. How we can see that? If I'll hover over the name, you can see it is saying it's of type string. Now the other type of constant are const age int equal to 29. This is type constant. Why it is a type constant? Because I'm printing the value. I'm telling it the type while initializing and declaring the constant. And this is the constant of type integer. Now let's talk about certain more characteristics of the constants quickly. So constants are declared like variables, but with the const keyword. First characteristic is this. Now the second is constant can be a character, a string, a boolean, or a numeric value in Golang, nothing else. Now the third and the most important property is constant cannot be declared using colon equal to sign. Now previously I have explained in my previous video that there is an implicit variable declaration available in Go. What do I mean by that is, say for example, I want to declare a variable f name. So and it is of type string, so I can declare it like this, right? So doing this, my Go compiler will automatically determine, let me first correct the, yes, that this is a variable and its type is string. So now what I am saying is we cannot declare a constant with this colon equal to sign. This is not allowed in Go. Now let me show it here. Now this is a constant. Now if I do it like this, see, there's an error. Say I have not given a constant here. I'm saying f name, and with the const keyword. Now I want to declare it implicitly. James 1, it is giving me an error. Let's try to build it. Now it says unexpected. This expect, now the error, you see the error. So the Go compiler is telling that since it's a constant, so this is unexpected. We are expecting an equal to thing. This is one of the very important property of Go. Now, after constants, let's talk about environment variables in Go, because I have seen that in many of the programs we make use of environment variable, and sometimes like in one or two classes at least in each of the application we make use of environment variables. Now in Go we can get the environment variables, we can set the environment variables, we can get the default environment variables present in the system in which the programs is running or hosting. And the environment variables properties get set. All the methods in Go are comes from the package called OS, and this OS is the package that comes with the Go default installation. We don't have to do anything extra. It comes with the default installation of Go. So now let me show you how I can print all the environment variables present in my system using the OS package. So okay, just give me a moment. Okay. So now what I will do is I'll make use of OS package. Now I will say use the method environment. You see, as soon as I've used the OS package and its method, it has automatically added the dependency of OS package in my method, in my class, right? So this is one of the benefit of the extensions that I have made you enabled or install in your Visual Studio Code IDE in my previous sessions. If you want to refer to those, please refer to my previous videos for the same. Now let's run this program. So what this program will do is it will print all the environment variables present in my system to the screen or to the console. See, these are all the environment variables present in my system. Now, what if I want to set some environment variables? Or what if I want to get an existing environment variable? Now, let's talk about an environment variable, say shell. I know I want to see the value of environment variable called shell. Now, there's a method for it called get env, and you have to pass the name of the environment variable, shell. Let me clear the window for you. Oh, sorry. Okay. Now, what this will do is it will fetch the value of the environment variable called shell and print it in the console. Now run it. Now they see. Now, if I want to see the value of what the value of the environment variable is there, you can also see it like this via console. See, the value is same. Now, what if I want to set the value of environment variable and I want to create an environment variable? Now, let me create an environment variable called dummy. So there is a method called setEnv. Now, the syntax is first you have to pass the value of the name of the environment variable, then the value to it. And now in the next line, I am just seeing the value of the environment variable dummy. You see, os.set environment is the method for setting the environment variable into the system. Os.get environment is the method for getting the value of the environment variable. Now, the input for the set environment are first is the name of the environment variable, second is the value of the environment variable, and for get environment, it is just the name of the environment variable that you want to see. Now, in this program, in line number 9 and 10, in 9 line number, I have created an environment variable with the name of dummy, and the value is set to as dummy 123. Now, in the next line, I want to see the value to it. Now, it should be not fmt.println because we are not printing anything, we are just seeing the value. Now, let's run the program. You see, get setting dummy. Okay, so let me clear the window first. Now we'll say go run hello.go and you say it has printed the value dummy1. Now if I change the value to dummy run 45, now see what it will do is it will do it from it will set the value, update the value on the fly, whatever you do. Now this is all about the constants and the environment variables in do and how you can play around with it and do different stuff. In the next session, we'll talk more about Go. Now there are more to come. Thank you very much for your time.